My mother was Agnes Vicari. She was actually originally Agnes Ferrara, which I love that name, Agnes Mary Ferrara. She was born in Brooklyn. She lived in Mexico Beach for a long time. Before she even moved there, my mother bought this beautiful little beach house. She invested with a friend, and there was nothing doing on Mexico Beach. We're talking 1985, and she would come up here and dream of living here someday. My mother wound up refusing to leave her house. Even the peace officers came and begged my mother to leave, telling her they'll take her. Neighbors, Aggie, we'll take you somewhere. She was like, nope, nope. I couldn't fathom this destruction. I couldn't. But I just had a terrible feeling. I can't explain it. So this was her kitchen. You could still see her damn linoleum. And when the hurricane wave came, it came through, hit the cement, and then came and took my mother's and her two neighbors' houses away. Just away. There was a piece of wall converging here, and I bent down and I could smell her house. Just the two walls that had cupped together still smelled like her house. They didn't even find her for days and days, and then they couldn't identify her when they did find her. I thought I was supposed to go there and identify her, and they said they wouldn't even let me go there. Because you have to imagine I don't even want to think about it, but she was out in the sun for at least 7 to 10 days, wherever she was. I don't know where. Every time I go back to my mother's house, there's no house. Lily and I still call it Grandma's house, but it's just a slab of cement. When you look down my mother's block, you'd always see her car. You could see her car even though it was quite a distance. And now I look down and it's just a blur. The beach house that Aggie owned, gone. The whole row of beach houses across the street, gone. It's just gone. This was all we could really salvage of her stuff. And for months it was in that little blue pool on the side of my garden. And I couldn't even look at it. I would just get up every morning and just cry. This was like basically all we salvaged of her house. It's hard to believe. There's a fish, and there's like the top of her coffee canister. When we had this from like 1979 when we lived in Miami, but the canister's gone. This was her coffee. This happened in October. This is March, and I'm just now actually being able to really look at what I have, and it's not much. There's always that time when you're going to talk again, and then when you have the finality of knowing that you're never going to talk again, that's what really bothers me.